first off, already answering the phone, cracking up, like, what you doing, girl? No, 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 no. And I'm like, no, girl, it's time to be serious. Because by this time, my eye was already to where Micah could notice it. And she like, okay, so...
I said, oh
this
my
when
gosh.
I got mama attention because she was just laughing and I couldn't get... it took me like a good 30 seconds, 45 seconds to get her to actually pay attention. Because when she get around people and something funny happening, like, she just don't know how to pay attention, and she'll try to talk to you about everything else but what you're trying to talk to her about. So she finally saw my eyes. She was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened, what you eat? Every time I have an allergic reaction, it's always when somebody asks me,
is that what she
what
said?
you eat?
She got home?
No, it took for her forever to even get home.
Oh.
They know, like, well, I know that I know what I'm not supposed to eat. Like, come on now. But that's always what everybody asks me, what you eat? I know what I'm not supposed to eat. Come on now. But she was like, what you eat? And I'm like, nothing. Like, I'm waiting on my cake to bake. Like, I didn't touch nothing. But, and I got the bacon, but by this time, my eye looked like a titty. Like, it literally was like, what was it this eye?
How your eye?
Oh, it's cool.
Damn!
I don't remember. But it was one of these eyes, and it was like so big, but it wasn't like my upper, like my eyelid was puffy. It was just like up under, and it was like out here. My eye was almost shut.
I'm telling y'all, her eye looked crazy. Like, I didn't experience some crazy stuff with her allergic reactions because we both got allergies, but her allergies is way worse than mine. Like,
Micah
way worse.
don't have food allergies.
Mine's
Like,
just seasonal.
Her,
Like,
she just got like when the pollen get real bad, just like everybody else.
like
but like
grass.
mine, like
stuff
I'm
like
allergic
that.
to so many different foods. Like, not to like where I can like I gotta go somewhere and I gotta look on the gluten-free menu. Not like that, but like I just gotta watch like certain foods, like if it's like got red dye in it, and that's like that make it sound like I can't eat nothing, but like certain, like I don't drink Gatorades. That may sound weird, but I don't drink Gatorades.
None of them?
None of them.
I thought it was just the red and orange one.
I don't drink Gatorades at all. Except, no, I had the blue one time. But like most of the time, if I had to pick Gatorade over Powerade, it would be Powerade.
Pepperonis, y'all.
Don't eat them.
She don't eat those because she's allergic to those.
So, and I found out I was allergic to pepperoni at like in elementary school, at a good 8, 9 years old. So like, my doctor said I'm not allergic to pepperonis no more. Like, she said I could try to eat it if I want to, and that's not it's a 50-50 chance that I could swell up and I couldn't swell up. But I don't have the urge to eat it no more. Like, since I was about 8, 9 years old, I always had been like, I eat cheese pizza. So like,
First of all, who
anytime
wants
I
to
go
try
anywhere-
that though? Be real.
Yeah, like I'm not really like like I don't have the urge to want to eat it. So it's just like, people still be surprised to this day. Like, I'll be out with friends or something,
Look at him
or
with
I'll
the
be
glasses
at a
on.
family gathering, and they be like, I want to get some pizza, and I be like, well, one of them got to be cheese. So they're like, you don't eat it? No, I can't have it.
Peanuts, y'all. She hates peanuts.
I'm glad I'm allergic to them because I don't like peanut butter to begin with. I hate the smell. Ugh. Peanut butter smells so bad to me, and peanuts. I hate when anybody talk to me and they just have peanuts. Like, just don't even talk to me at that point.
I wonder if rust is another thing, because that pan did have rust.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, this story time that we talking about that just happened for her eye to get big like that. Excuse me. That pan did have a lot of rust on it. I think it's because we just stopped using that pan, like, and that's why we threw it away. But we didn't think nothing about it. I didn't even notice that she had like touched her face afterwards.
I didn't either. She was like, it happened so fast. Like, I don't know, this was that my eye was just itching, or I started seeing my eye, like, it sounds so weird, I don't know explain it, but I saw my eye like swelling up in my eye. like I could look down, like, you know, you can see something on your nose or something, and you could be like, but no, I could saw my eye like this. I could look down and be like, dang, my eye big. But my problem was I wasn't taking it serious. That's my thing. Like,
y'all, she was recording herself, like making videos of herself, just like,
no, I was just
look
taking,
at my eye.
I was just taking pictures. That's what it was. And I was just talking to myself. Like, I was taking it as a whole joke. Like, one second I was saying somebody beat me up. Then next minute I was saying, like, I got a titty on my eye. Like, I was just saying a whole bunch of different stuff just because, like, as the time was going by, like, my eye was just getting so big. Like, even when I took Benadryl, like, I went to sleep and my eye was still big.
I think she was just really just making the best of it because...
Yeah, because any other time, like, I would have not broke down crying, but I would have just been like, this is so annoying. Like, no.
Let me tell y'all.
You need to shut up.
Let me tell y'all. So,
Dang.
anytime she have her allergic reaction,
Bro, did they not give me my, what's it call it?
I usually
Wait,
know.
this don't come with that. Never mind.
What?
It's a neck.
What? What are you talking about?
I was about to say they didn't give me my potatoes, but they don't come with potatoes. But y'all, this is still so hot. Like, the bottom is burning my hand.
Yeah, mine's still hot, and I've been eating on it for the longest. This is all I done ate,
She eats
y'all.
so slow. But yeah, y'all.
I do eat pretty slow.
There's not really an ending to this story, just because, like,
Tell them what Mama said.
because my eye didn't go down for days. Like, I didn't even go to school today.
Y'all, she took so much Benadryl, y'all. Like, oh my God. You know how anybody
Like,
else...
I missed the day of school because I was not going to school with my eye looking like somebody beat me up. Like, no. And I was gonna go to the hospital, but I was like, no, Mama. Like,
Anybody...
I had weed. They gonna know. Like, they gonna make me pee or something. Like, I didn't know, like, how they was, because I've never went to the hospital for allergic reaction, just because, like,
She always done had allergy shots, basically. Put it
not
like
even
that.
that. Like, all my allergic reactions was just, like, on my lips. Like, you know, like, typical people, when they have allergic reactions, they have freaking, their eyes swell up, which happened to me, and it never happened to me before like that. Or their throat swell up, and they practically about to die, like, stuff like that. But it's always been my lips. My lips already big to begin with, so I'm walking around looking like... So all I had to do was take Benadryl. Like, all I had to do was take Benadryl. So, like, something like this, I didn't know, like, what I was supposed to do. So I'm just thinking, like, mind you, Mom ain't at home. So, like, I'm just, like, thinking at the top of my head on the phone, just thinking and stuff. And I'm like, Mom, I can't go to the hospital. Like, they gonna make me pee, and they gonna see I got weed in my system. Like, they gonna take me.
You know how you like, somebody could take a half of Benadryl or one Benadryl and be knocked.
I can't.
This girl been having, like, allergy problems her whole life and get allergy shots, like,
Oh,
all
look
the
at
time.
mine. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but look at mine. Oh, that's like food porn.
What? So, this girl
That's a
can
mother
take...
fact. Hey.
She could take 2 Benadryls, and that's finally when it kick in, and it barely kicks in.
And not even that, like, people be like,
You remember when they taught how to teach me how to use your EpiPen?
mm-hmm.
And I was like, I am not stabbing it in her leg. But now, like, I would really for real have to, because that's literally my major in school. Trying to tell an elementary school kid, like, I'm pretty sure I was in, like, maybe
5th grade.
4th grade, maybe.
No, because we got the EpiPen before Mom even met Justin. We had it, like,
That's what I'm saying. So, like,
like,
I was young. I was probably in, like, 3rd or 4th grade. I kid you not. And, like, so you sitting there trying to teach a kid how to use a
like
kitty
4th grade.
EpiPen.
I don't know. You was probably like 5th grade, though. No lie. Just because when my mom met Justin, he was going to the 6th grade. Like, it was already practically summertime. And we got it, like, a couple months before we moved. Well, we got an updated one, and it was actually, like, when they actually went to the steps and, like, telling us.
And I didn't know that either. I didn't know that you had to get your EpiPen, like, updated. Like, at the age that I was, like, being, like, how old are you? Like, freaking, I probably was, like, 8. No, I probably was, like, 9.
So, I was in 6 to 7.
I don't know. But I was young, so I didn't know, like, the difference. Well, now I do, but I didn't know the difference of having, like, an adult EpiPen and then, like, a kitty EpiPen.
Like,
and
they
so
had it
her
as
allergies was so bad. They gave us a kitty EpiPen, but her allergies are so bad that they gave us an adult one too. And they was like, well, if she for real, like, ever start breathing, which, thank you Jesus, she's never stopped breathing on me before, but we never had to use her EpiPen on her before, because Lord knows, like, I just don't know what I would do. And I
know some people, they make them learn how to do it on themselves. I could not do that.
And then, like, it kills me because when you have an allergic reaction, like, I kept trying to be like, oh, well, can I do it soft or can I do it like a regular shot? Like, no, you have to like jam it in a leg, and it cannot be anywhere else but in the thigh, like by the bone, so, or by a muscle. So it's just like,
you would think you hurting somebody and they already like not in pain, but like they're already going through something traumatic.
So that's like that
especially
needle,
if they stop, but they about to stop breathing.
It's
like
not
they
gonna do anything.
They probably thinking in their head, with the back of their head.
It's not even. That's not gonna think. They're not gonna think about none of that. Basically, what I'm trying to say. They're not gonna think of nothing about that needle when you trying to stab them with it, because that's giving them basically like a life or death situation, because you getting them from point A, from where you started at to where you have to give them the EpiPen shot, to where you gotta to get them to point B, which is to the hospital, because you don't want to sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna give you the EpiPen, just sit here. No, give them that and
get on what you need to do.
Get on to what you need to be doing, because don't take no chances with that. And I just thank God every day that I don't have to do that or deal with that.
The EpiPen, it helps, but it's really just like to stop it for a second, but it's not gonna completely get
kind of like open your airways,
whatever you had out of your system. That's most definitely not what it's made for. And the place I used to go to,
it's not like
that prescribed me my EpiPen. They had to tell me that, because I was like, oh, I used to tell people all the time. My mama had to get me out of telling people that, but I used to tell people all the time, I don't care, I'm gonna eat what I want. Like, I got my EpiPen, but it's like, no, especially if I'm in the place with the wrong person, I'm just eating something I'm not supposed to be eating, and I don't got my EpiPen on me. They're not, and then they haven't been trained on how to
stab me with it.
Or inject it out.
Well, yeah.
Inject me with it.
Inject. That's a better word.
To do it wrong, they could probably try to give it to me in my arm or something when they're not supposed to. Most of it's only for the leg. Like, it's not like on top of your leg, on the side of your leg.
Yeah, it has to be in the thigh area. And you cannot do it soft. If you do it soft,
my mama really had to get me out of like telling people that. Like,
it's not gonna work.
I got my EpiPen, but it's like I couldn't take it. My EpiPen was at home, literally on top of my refrigerator for safety purposes. So I didn't take it to me like with me everywhere I went, and that's what I had to learn. I think it's red 40. I think. I'm pretty sure. I think.
Are you cold?
I'm hot.
I'm cold.
I wish. This potato bowl hot, so it's just making my body hot.
Y'all, mine feels hot, and I've been eating this for a minute. At this point, I'm really stuffing myself.
My bad.
Yeah. Bruh, who is this? No, go on. Go to the bag.
Oh God, if they would have hit Mama car, I would have hopped out so fast.
Cause be real, why can they not park in the back?
I'm about to tell them. Cause she already don't like nobody parking in the driveway to begin with.
Especially in front of the car. Well, y'all, I guess we done talking. And that's the end of our video. I know it was a lot.
I'm gonna get us copyrighted. I need to shut
up. I know that was like a lot at one time for a story time. I know that was a lot that we said about a story time, but y'all, I'm telling y'all, her allergic reactions be something serious. What y'all getting y'all parents for Mother's Day? I wish y'all could comment.
Mama's so bony.
YouTube being petty got the comments off right now.
Mama was so bony.
Y'all, if y'all see these pictures of my mama when she first got married, whoo, she was scrawny.
She was so bony.
Y'all, she was scrawny.
She can't dare say we made her, like, as babies, like, giving birth.
We made her big.
Not big, because she ain't big. But, like, you know, people be like, I got baby fat.
Ain't no dang on baby fat.
That is not
Mama ain't have no titties. Well, she had, like, a little something.
A little something, little junk in her trunk. A
little bigger than a B cup.
A little stuff in her hood, but,
Now my girl, she thicker than a Snicker.
She packing.
Right. For real, boy. That's that happy weight. All my mama do is cook, y'all.
My girl about to be married.
Next time my mama cook, we gonna have to do another Mukbang. I don't really know the mukbang. Whatever. I don't really know.
Mukbang, how it's spelled.
I don't really know the correct way to say that, and I feel like a lot of people are probably already. A lot of people already think that we probably country. A lot of people probably think we country, so they're probably saying it wrong. Yeah.
For real?
Mhm. Okay. That's why I looked at you like that, but I will.
I ain't even see. You should say it.
Cause she walked up that way, and then she went through behind Mama's car.
You should have gave me a hard nudge, because she needs to move.
Period.
All
right, JC Squad, we out of here. Probably about to make another video, and that's just that on that. That on that. And my Simone voice. Tell them bye.
Period, poo.